All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to binder number 3 of my autograph 8x10 collection. And again, it's Sunday, April 2nd, 2023. We left off with Bunkhouse Buck in binder number 2. Here we are kicking off binder number 3. We have Bunkhouse Buck and Colonel Rob Parker, a dual signed photo. Sign right here, Bunkhouse Buck, Colonel Rob Parker, and even inscribes when this photo was taken, which was Slamboree 1994, a cool WCW pay-per-view. So Bunkhouse Buck along with Colonel Rob Parker. All right, continuing on, here we have the stud steer, a bunch of people in Colonel Parker's stable, signed by everybody except for one person. So we have Bunkhouse Buck down here. We have Ming over here and Colonel Parker over there. Dick Slater is in the picture, but it's only signed by Buck, Parker, and Ming. Okay, so Colonel Parker, Bunkhouse Buck, and Ming, triple signed photo here with Dick Slater also in the photo. All right, next we have a dual sign photo. This is the bunny sign, and we have Penelope Ford down over there. So these are the bunny along with Penelope Ford, some more current product divas in the wrestling scene. I believe they're in AEW. So Penelope Ford doing a split, and the bunny on top posing. All right, next we have Bushwhacker Luke. Whoa, yay! So there's Bushwhacker Luke. Cool guy living in Florida these days, still funny and amusing and entertaining his fans. Bushwhacker Luke. All right, here's a dual signed Bushwhacker one. So this is signed by Luke and Butch over there. So Luke and Butch, the Bushwhackers. Nice dual signed photo. I believe this one came from the company High Spots. So we have Luke and Butch, the Bushwhackers. And there it is, the High Spots cert. All right, here's another one of the Bushwhackers. So it says, "Good day, mate. Luke and Butch." And this is from the Coliseum Video 1993. So they had like an advertising of Coliseum videos. And Luke and Butch went to the signing and signed this for the fans. So pretty cool in there of the Bushwhackers from Coliseum Video. All right, our next one, the Natural Butch Reed. He signed it Hacksaw Butch Reed, the Natural. So there he is. I think that's Slick standing near him. So nice picture there of the Natural Butch Reed. And there's another one of that guy, Bob Pivaroff, as he meets Butch Reed. So signed here by Butch Reed. Next, we have Butcher Vachon. He's a relative of Luna Vachon, maybe the uncle or something like that. Butcher Vachon. I know the guys Quinn and Joe Mariota. Joe Mariota from the Our Vantage podcast. They love this guy, Butcher Vachon. Next, we have a triple sign one. It's Cactus Jack, Mankind, and Dude Love. So he signed all three gimmicks. Very nice one of Mick Foley signing all three gimmicks at a Hall of Fame picture with Cactus Jack, Mankind, and Dude Love. Look at the cool heart he even puts in when he signs Dude Love. So Cactus, Mankind, Dude Love, triple sign photo. Here's one of just Cactus Jack by himself. Very cool pose there of Cactus Jack. Here's another one of Cactus Jack, but more from the WWE days on a WWE photo file from 2007. So here we have Cactus Jack. Here's a dual sign one of Cactus Jack and Kevin Sullivan. So he wrote "Bang Bang" up here. Then he wrote Cactus Jack, and Kevin Sullivan signed it over there. So a nice double signature of Cactus and Kevin Sullivan. Our next one is a current product diva. I don't know much about her. Her name is Candice LeRae. So there's Candice LeRae in all her glory. Next, we have Candice Michelle, signed over there, holding up the women's title. So we have Candice Michelle. Here's another one of Candice Michelle with the wand. All right, here's a third one of Candice Michelle in a white outfit there. Candice Michelle, the GTG Richie Sorrentino cert. Candice Michelle. This one I got recently from is an old school jobber guy. His name was Jerry Seavey. He had a gimmick called the Candy Man, though, I guess on the Indies. So he wrote "To Todd, Best Wishes, Candy Man." So this is the Candyman Jerry Seavey and former enhancement talent of the WWF and stuff. All right, this is Captain Lou Albano. So sign right there, Captain Lou Albano, full signature. He wrote Jesus also. Captain Lou. And here's Bob Pivaroff meeting Captain Lou Albano. So pretty cool signature there. And the 8x10 you saw before this one. This is, I guess, like proof of the signings, like where they met at a fan fest in 2005 and where it came from. Big time autograph. So everything there with Captain Lou. Okay. Next, we have a dual sign one. This is Melina over here and Carlito Caribbean Cool. So that was when she was on Carlito's Cabana. So we have Melina and Carlito Caribbean Cool. Hey, Kenjiro, welcome back. You have to check out the replay. You definitely missed some stuff here. I know I had some Captain Lou Albanos, Cactus Jacks, Bushwhackers, Butch Reed, a whole bunch of others. So check it out later when we're done. See what you missed. All right, here's Carlito Caribbean Cool and his cousin Primo Colon. This is when they were the tag team champions. So Carlito and Primo. This is Triple Sign. This is Carlito. Tori Wilson down here. And what was her name? Jesus Christ. Oh, Candice Michelle, yeah. So we have Candice Michelle, Carlito, and Tori Wilson. Triple sign photo there, just relaxing. The three of them together. This is Carlito's dad, Carlos Colon. I forget, from Puerto Rico Federation or World Class or something, but that's Carlos Colon, signed in 2010. I think he might still be alive, actually. All right, this is Carmella, signed by Carmella there in ripped jeans and posing by the ropes. Carmella. All right, this is triple signed by Antonio Cesaro, Natalia Neidhart, so it says Love Natty, and Tyson Kidd. So triple signed by Cesaro, Natalia, and Tyson Kidd on a 2015 WWE photo file. All right, next is Charlie Haas, signed up here by Charlie Haas in the green outfit. This is a rare one. This is Charlie Min. You know, Charlie Min, WWF 1994. He's the guy who did like interviews, promoted pay-per-view reports, brought you the Action Zone. So Charlie Min. This guy passed away recently. I got him at a virtual signing. His name is Charlie Norris. He was briefly in WCW in 93 and early 94. So Charlie Norris, he signed Charlie Norris, WCW 1993. So cool one there of Chop to the Top, Charlie Norris. All right, this is Charlotte Flair. Woo! I think I heard she lost the women's title last night. I don't really follow the current product, but that's Charlotte Flair, Ric Flair's daughter. You have no idea Charlie Norris. He was very briefly in WCW. Check out some like pay-per-views in '93, like Halloween Havoc, Battle Bowl, Fall Brawl. He's around for those. All right, there's another one of Charlotte Flair with the women's title, holding it up. We have a referee in the background, and Charlotte Flair, the women's champion. Here's a dual sign one of Charlotte Flair and her dad, Ric Flair. So you sign Ric Flair 16-time and Charlotte Flair. There they are together. Rick happy she won a match. Looks like on a Raw or something. All right, next we have Charlie Caruso. She's like a more modern one who does like interview segments for the WWE. Charlie Caruso. And there's a second one of Charlie Caruso at a SummerSlam. Charlie Caruso. This is Chavo Guerrero's dad, Chavo Guerrero Sr. or Chavo Classic. Interesting to have him like so racist in this picture here, like the Mexican hat and everything like that. But there's Chavo Guerrero. And this is Chavo Guerrero Jr. You know, the cousin of Eddie. He played Kerwin White later. So that's Chavo Guerrero Jr. on a WWE photo file from 2009. This is Chelsea Green. Yeah, Zack Ryder's wife or girlfriend, Chelsea Green. There she's in tall boots. Chelsea Green. Oh, yeah, the horse. That's funny from WCW. For Chavo, I mean. This is Chelsea Green. What is this girl's name? Oh, it's another Chelsea Green. Yeah. This is the second one of Chelsea Green in a bikini sitting on the beach. So that's Chelsea Green again. Chelsea Green. This is Gentleman Chris Adams. I used to have him on 8x10, but a guy, remember I told you that blue blazer to get some rare stuff, I had to trade it. So I got him on a note card or piece of paper instead. So it's basically like an 8x10. The 8x10 is not signed, but looks nice, stored with the signature. So that's Gentleman Chris Adams. He was in WCW in like the late 90s, and he's famous for some other federation back in the day. Chris Adams, very rare autograph to get. Here's the crippler, Chris Benoit. He's giving Matt Hardy a clothesline. So that's Chris Benoit. Crazy what he did to, Nancy and Daniel. And there's another one here of Chris Benoit. There he is meeting that fan, Bob Pivaroff. So it's signed up here by Chris Benoit. So here he is with Bob, Chris Benoit. Next is a dual sign picture. This is Chris Candido and Sonny. So we have Chris Candido and Sonny from an ECW picture. There they are together, Chris Candido and Sonny. Yeah, she was a valet. Yep, Chelsea Green. All right, here's Chris Jericho, Y2J. I just sold a different Jericho. His signature gets worse and worse as the years go on. This is from 2007 photo file. There's Chris Jericho, Y2J. This one I got done in person when I met him at a book signing. I already had this signed by Lance Storm, so I brought it. So it's Chris Jericho and Lance Storm. There they are together. This is signed by Chris Jericho Y2J, and CM Punk. CM Punk is the guy in the walls of Jericho here, so that's signed right there by CM Punk. Jericho over here, and there they are in the walls of Jericho on a WWE photo file from 2013. Oh, different Chelsea. Okay. All right, this is Chris Masters, the masterpiece. Sign right there. Chris, everyone was off the steroids. I called him the thin piece because he got so thin. But Chris Masters, the masterpiece. This guy is a low card guy. He's in the WWF around 91, 92. He's also in a federation called GCW. His name's Chris Walker. So he wrote Best Wishes, Chris Walker down here. Look like a Jungle Boy kind of gimmick or something. And there's a second one, so he personalized it to me because my Facebook name is TW House. So he wrote TW Best Wishes, Chris Walker. So Chris Walker from GWF. Yeah, he looks sort of like Warrior, right? Here's Christian, Captain Charisma. I saw him earlier in the triple sign Brood picture, but there he is as Christian by himself. This one's signed by both Christian and Edge. So Christian over here, Edge over there, and then they have these like midget Dudley boys with him and midget Hardy boys. But it's signed as Christian and Edge. Here's a nice triple sign one. So we have Trish Stratus over here in the dark, Christian in the middle, and Tyson Tomko there on the right. I love this. I wish this stable lasts long, but Christian got injured, unfortunately. It's only lasted like 3 months. But this is like, between March and May of 2004, we had Christian, Trish, and Tomko together. Pretty nice triple sign photo of the three of them. This is Christopher Nowinski. He was around 2003, maybe 2004, had concussions, Harvard graduate. So Christopher Nowinski. This is Christy Hemme. I remember she managed briefly the new LOD, which is Animal and Heidenreich. Her name was Christy Hemme, red-haired woman though. Went to TNA as well. China. So there's China signing over there. Nice picture there of China. And there's that Bob guy meeting China. So sign over here, China. Pretty cool photo there of China with Bob. And there's another one, China, with Triple H, just signed by China. All right, next, a rare one, Clarence Mason, the lawyer for Jim Cornette and everything. So there he is, Clarence Mason. Pretty cool picture of him. Yeah, Nation of Domination as well. Also managed Owen, Bulldog, and Crush. CM Punk. This is a WWE photo file from 2007. Promo picture, CM Punk. So nice one there of Punk. This is Cobra. He also played the fake Sting from the NWO. So that's Cobra, Jeff Farmer. This is Cody Rhodes on a WWE photo file from 2014. So Cody Rhodes. This is Colonel Mustafa, who also played the Iron Sheik. So Iron Sheik, WWE champion. Colonel Mustafa, 2016. What a gut there. So that's like a video game kind of thing. Colonel Mustafa, who's also the Iron Sheik. These are the Conquistadors. So we have Conquistador number 1 and number 2. So they are the Conquistadors. Jose Luis Rivera and Jose Estrada, the Conquistadors. And that was a high spot started one. All right, here's the Conquistadors again. So they are going against either, I think it's Dynamite in that picture. They're going against the British Bulldogs, though. So one of the Conquistadors signed here. The other one signed over there, the Conquistadors. And this one, the back, this was signed by, this was definitely, because I got this in person. This was, or through the mail. This is Jose Luis Rivera, who's Conquistador number 1. So he wrote, "To Todd from the Conquistador." So that's Jose Luis Rivera, the Conquistador. This man passed away recently. His name was Corporal Kirchner from the USS Airborne. Corporal Kirchner. There's a second one of Corporal Kirchner. Yeah, Rambo kind of gimmick. Yep. Feud with Nikolai Volkov. This is one of the hillbillies. His name was Cousin Luke. So at the time they brought in Hillbilly Jim, they had some other hillbillies. This was Hillbilly Cousin Luke. And this is another hillbilly, a smaller pitcher. This is a guy named Cousin Jr. So that's Cousin Jr., another hillbilly guy. This one's pretty rare. He was like a WWF guy who gave updates, reports, and interviews. His name is Craig DeGeorge. He wrote, "To Todd, my very best wishes and all the best of luck to you, Craig DeGeorge." There he's giving a WrestleMania 4 report. Craig DeGeorge. This is another pretty rare one. Not too many graphs of him. I got it from High Spots, I believe. This was Sergeant Craig Pitbull Pittman. So he wrote Craig Pittman, U.S. Marine Corps, WCW. Sergeant Craig Pittman. Yep, there's the High Spots cert. Another rare one because he died pretty young. Crash Holly. Sign right here, Crash Holly. You know, the super heavyweight gimmick. Funny stuff. Crash Holly. WWF promo picture from 2000, Crash Holly. All right, here we have Crowbar. He's still wrestling. I just saw him on the Indies a few weeks ago. Crowbar. And she managed him in WCW. She's been dead for a little bit. Daphne. So there's Daphne who managed Crowbar. And you're just talking about Crush. Here he is. So this is Crush from 94. It says, "Aloha, Crush, WWF." So there's Crush. This is when Fuji managed him, like in late 93, 94. Here we have Crime Time. It's very sad what happened with Shad when he drowned trying to save his son in the ocean. So that's Shad. And there's JTG. So Crime Time together. And there's the picture of the Crime Time signing. So Crime Time. Next we have Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder. So they are the tag team champions of SmackDown, Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder. Next we have Mr. Perfect Son, Kurt Hennig, which is Curtis Axel. There he is when he's the Intercontinental Champion, Curtis Axel. This is Davari. So we're on the D's now. Davari. This is Dale Wolf, longtime enhancement talent guy from the WWF. So right here, signed Dale Wolf. It was also called Dusty Wolf until Dusty Rhodes showed up. But Dale Wolf. Damien Demento. He's around 92, 93. Lasted about a year. Phil Fees, very funny guy. Damien Demento. There's a second of Damien Demento. He dated the year for this one. So 2011, Damien Demento with the shoulder pads. All right, this is an ECW gimmick. His name is Damian Kane. I know he's around 96 or so. So that's Damian Kane. This one is Triple Signs. Let me see if I have the names of these people. Okay. Yeah. So it's Damian Kane, Lady Alexandra down here, and then Devin Storm. Okay, so these are ECW. So Damian Kane, Devin Storm, and Lady Alexandra. There's the three of them together from ECW. This is Dan the Beast Severn. Jim Cornette in the picture with him, but it's only signed by Dan Severn. Look at all the title belts he's got. Dan the Beast Severn. This is Dana Brooke. Signed right there by her chest. Dana Brooke. There's a second one of Dana Brooke. This one is Beckett certified. So there's the Beckett cert. Dana Brooke. Standing by the entranceway. Current product diva. This is Daniel Bryan. So there he is, Daniel Bryan, the yes man. Yes, no, whatever. Referee, Dangerous Danny Davis. Big heel, Danny Davis. Dan Spivey. He signed as Danny Spivey. So this is the guy who played Waylon Mercy. Dan Spivey, a real legit tough guy in real life, I heard. These are the Hebner brothers. There's Dave Hebner, who passed away recently, and Earl Hebner. So they are the Hebners in front of one of the WWF trucks, dual signed by Dave and Earl. And here's the infamous night of the heel turn when Andre won the title. So Dave Hebner's over here, and Earl Hebner's over there. And they are staring each other down. This is from the main event, February 5th, 1988, when Hogan got screwed out of the title by Andre the Giant. This was Dave Penzer, former WCW ring announcer. So he wrote to Todd, best wishes. Dave Penzer drew like a microphone thing. Pretty cool WCW promo picture of Dave Penzer. Here's a second one of Dave Penzer. I remember I bought one from him. He gave me a second because he was so slow to mail stuff, but we got it. So there's Dave Penzer again. This is Dave Sullivan, Kevin Sullivan's brother. So he wrote Dave Sullivan, aka the Equalizer, WCW 93 to 96. And then he wrote the world's #1 Hulkamaniac. So Dave Sullivan, EVAD, funny gimmick there in WCW. Dave Sullivan. All right, next we talked about the Blue Bloods earlier. Here's the third member of the Blue Bloods, Squire Dave Taylor. So he wrote Dave Taylor. Here we have a sloppy signature, but this is Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog. So nice one there of the Bulldog. It's like faded a little bit though because it's older. So the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. And we have a second one of Davey Boy. This one's a magazine page though, so that one's a little bit cleaner. Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog. Very nice photo of him. Here's David Crockett from the NWA. He's the interviewing people. He's interviewing Lex Luger here, signed by David Crockett. You like the Davey Boy one, Kenji Arrow? Here's David Flair and Torrie Wilson, dual sign. David Flair and Torrie Wilson. So this is Torrie Wilson, too hot for David. And they are dual sign from WCW. Next we have, we talked about Davey Boy Smith. There's his son, David Hart Smith, or D.H. Smith. So he's on a WWE photo file from 2009, David Hart Smith. Here's the son of Bruno Sammartino, David Sammartino. There's David Sammartino. You take a big bite of the WWF. Here's Dr. D, David Schultz. Remember when he beat up that reporter and he got fired? So there's Dr. D, David Schultz. Legit tough guy. Reminds me a little bit of Psycho Sid, the way he looks. So Dr. D, David Schultz. This is Dawn Marie. This is on a WWE photo promo picture from 2004. Dawn Marie. Here's a second one of Dawn Marie in a Santa outfit. Sexy boots, Dawn Marie. And there's another one of Dawn Marie in a bikini. Dawn Marie. Signed over here in blue. All right. Here's this guy's in ECW. His name was DC Drake. So there's DC Drake, and he wrote Rest in Peace Woman. So only signed by DC Drake, but he wrote Rest in Peace Woman. Nancy was very hot back in the day, DC Drake. Here's the shooter, Dean Malenko. So Dean Malenko in a 2000 WWF promo picture. Dean Malenko. Signed up here, Dean Malenko. Here's another one of Dean Malenko in a WCW picture from '98. He's putting Raven, looks like in the Texas Cloverleaf, signed right here by as Dean Malenko. Next, we have Deborah McMichael in her Stone Cold outfit when she was married to Austin. So there's Deborah in WWE. Yep, the Iceman Dean Malenko. Okay, here's another one of Deborah. And that will do it for binder 3. All right. So I'll be back, Ken Giara. We'll do binder number 4 in a few minutes, and that'll be the last one we do. We'll take a break after that, okay? So come back. We'll do binder number 4 in just a moment. See you in a little bit, guys.